Are you looking for resources to develop your own capacity or the capacity of in-service and pre-service educators to support intensive intervention implementation? In this video, we'll highlight the top 6 resources for selecting evidence-based interventions and assessments from the National Center on Intensive Intervention, or NCII, and our partners. Resource number 6. In number 6, we have selecting an MTSS data system. An effective and efficient data system is essential for successful implementation of a multi-tiered system of supports, or MTSS. However, prior to selecting an appropriate system, schools and districts must identify what its staff and community need and what resources the district or school has to support an MTSS data system. This two-step tool can help teams to consider both what their needs are and to evaluate available tools against those needs. The tools are provided in PDF and Word format to allow for customization as needed. Resource number 5. In number 5, we have the Academic and Behavior Screening Tools charts. These are 2 of the 6 tools charts that NCII has developed to assist educators and families in becoming informed consumers who can select academic and behavioral assessment tools and interventions that address specific needs. The charts provide summaries of key technical requirements, usability features, and implementation information. Specifically, the screening charts include information on classification accuracy, validity, reliability, statistical bias, and sample representativeness. You can learn more about these requirements by viewing the Understanding Screening What Do the Technical Standards Mean handouts developed by NCII and the National Center for Improving Literacy. Here you can see 2 examples of information on classification accuracy that are available. Resource number 4. In number 4, we have the NCII Academic and Behavior Progress Monitoring Tools charts. These charts consist of evidence-based progress monitoring tools that can be used to assess students' academic performance or social, emotional, or behavioral performance, to quantify a student rate of improvement or responsiveness to instruction, and to evaluate the effectiveness of instruction. The charts provide information on the reliability, validity, and potential bias of the measures, as well as information about sensitivity, decision rules, and availability of alternate forms for repeated measurement of progress over time. Resource number 3. In number 3, we have the last 2 of the 6 NCII tools charts, the Academic and Behavior Intervention Tools charts. These charts provide reviews of single case and group design studies of interventions. Information about study quality and study results are reviewed, and additional information is available about the intensity of the intervention delivery. Resource number 2. In number 2, we have the NCII taxonomy handouts available on the NCII website. These handouts include an introductory overview of the taxonomy of intervention intensity, providing descriptions of each dimension for both academics and behavior. In addition, the handouts highlight when the taxonomy of intervention intensity can be used within the database individualization or DBI process and when selecting, evaluating, and intensifying interventions for students who are English learners. The English Learners handout provides specific considerations for ELs across each of the dimensions. Resource number 1. And finally, in number 1, we have the Taxonomy of Intervention Intensity Academic Rating Rubric and Behavior Rating Form. These tools can support teams in selecting and evaluating validated interventions for small groups or individual students. The rubric and rating forms use a 0 to 3 rating scale to support teams in identifying the strengths and weaknesses of their interventions across the dimensions of the taxonomy of intervention intensity. There's no exact science for this rating scale, and some of the dimensions are easier to rate than others. The rubric and rating form can provide a guide for teams. Teams are also encouraged to consider using data available on the NCII Academic and Behavior Intervention Tools chart, What Works Clearinghouse, and other sources of information such as publishers' websites and previous implementation efforts to support their ratings. Now that you know what NCII has to offer, see for yourself. All of these resources and more can be found on the National Center on Intensive Intervention's website, intensiveintervention.org.